everyone, today I'm going to be doing a makeup routine. So this is my everyday makeup routine for summer. So first of all, I'm moisturising my face, and I'm just making sure, because during the summer my skin is okay, but it can get dry, and especially around my chin, and also I get very combination skin on my forehead. So I use a lot of moisturiser, and I have found that this helps get rid of the spots, which is really odd, but I think it's because they get very dry and my skin gets really itchy on my forehead, so I like to moisturise my skin. Then I apply some some primer from it is the Maybelline primer in the colour tattoo in creamy beige. Then I am going in and using Butterfudge from this palette, and I'm blending this into my crease as a crease colour and transitioning colour. So I'm using this in the crease, and again, this is a very warm look. This time I'm using, I think this is called Honey Lust, and I'm using this after on my eyelid. But first of all, using a New Look brush, blender brush. I'm using the kind of like the small end of it, so the other side, and applying it into my crease, and then with the blending side I'm blending it out in a rainbow shape. And then I add a little bit of saddle just to deepen up the crease colour, and carry on blending it in a rainbow shape. Once I have done that, so basically I do that, and then once it's fully blended, I go in and wipe away any fallout that has happened on under my eyes before I go in and start applying the lid colour. And as I said, I am using Honey Lust, and I'm applying this from the inner corner to the outer half of my eyelid, packing it on and building up the colour as I go along. This is a really nice colour. It's very kind of soft and easy to do, a kind of soft and easy wearable eyeshadow, and I really like it. It's really nice on its own as well if you don't want to wear much eyeshadow. Sometimes with me, when it's really hot in the summer, I don't wear any makeup besides besides Honey Lust and mascara, just because it's just too hot to wear that. However, that's not what I did. So moving on, I am going to start applying the next lot of eyeshadows. So I am then using a darker colour, and I'm using Dark Brew. This is kind of like a red, warm red. Really nice colour to put on the outer half, and I am blending that again on the outer half of my eyelid. I also will be using a little bit of Dance in the Dark. This eyeshadow I don't particularly like that much, although I have been using it for my eyebrows, crossed with a bit of saddle, mix of saddle and the Dance in the Dark, which creates the perfect brow colour. However, I use a little bit of this mixed in with Dark Brew just to create that dimension to the eye. Then going back in and use Butterfudge just to make sure that I haven't applied too much of Honey Lust to my eyelids, because I really like the eyeshadow in my crease, which is warm. It creates this kind of dimensional look. And then on the other eye, again, I'm using Dark Brew and Dance in the Dark as a combination, and blending this into my crease. Then I will go in and use a bit of a black eyeshadow from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and in Black Market, just to create a kind of deeper outer half of my eyelid. So the outer corner, I'm using Black Market and a combination of Dark Brew and Dance in the Dark. So I'm just going in and using the kind of pencil shaped end of the New Look blending brush, and then with the blending brush I'm blending it out. So that will be the eyelids done for. the moment. Oh wait, no, sorry. Then I'm going back in and using a little bit more of a honey lash just to make sure that it's pigmented and the colour is builded up. Sometimes with these eyeshadows, especially the foiled eyeshadows, they're very difficult to apply, so it's better to go in with a couple of layers. Then going in with dark brew, I am lining my lower lash line. I always do this, otherwise I feel like it's a little bit too top heavy and it doesn't really suit me, especially with my eye shape and the fact that I use eyeshadows. So then I'm going in with a makeup wipe and just removing the excess eyeshadow. What I like to do is apply it really thickly underneath my eyelids. That way it kind of gets to the places that I want it to be and want it to go, and also so it looks a little bit more blended and not as top heavy, and I can choose the amount that is underneath my eyes instead of using an angled brush, which sometimes I do and have found that it doesn't always work. Again, I'm just going to put it back in with Saddle. I accidentally wiped away too much of that. Then I am going in and I am applying my inner corner highlight, and at the moment I have been using Lemon Tart. Lemon Tart is like this really yellowy gold, and I'm just applying this in the inner corner and then bringing it out onto the inner corner. The inner corner of my eyelid and the inner corner of my eye to create a bright, fresh look for the summer. I always like to go for a very bright makeup look when it's summer, whether that's using eyeshadows that are colour like orange and yellow, or I like to do a very kind of shimmery, warm eyeshadow look like this. This is more of a rose gold, although I am doing a rose gold look soon, so it won't quite be like this. Next, I am going in with an eyeliner, and that is the Maybelline Ink Master Ink eyeliner Satin, and this is in Luminous Black. However, I don't really like this eyeliner and find that after you've removed your eye makeup, it's still there for somehow. But I'm using it up until it's finished because otherwise I'd be wasting money, and so that's what I'm trying to do, just to kind of finish up before buying a new one. However, it's okay. It's a little bit watery and not pigmented, but it does the job. You have to really give it a good shake before applying it to your eye. Then I am using two mascaras. Yes, I am using two mascaras, but one is slightly different to the other. So, well, slightly different formula. So this one is the 17 Vava Room Volume Mascara, and the other one is the Colossal Volume Express Mascara. This is the Smoky Eyes one. This one is very good if you want. It doesn't give you much length to your eyelashes, however it's really good to apply underneath your eye. Vava Voom is very good to lengthen your eyelashes and also give volume. It doesn't clump. Sometimes if you get mascaras and you cross them or something like that, they clump a bit and they don't look very nice. However, these two mascaras are a great mix. So I'm doing that. I did have a hair, like, it kind of got caught in the brush, which always happens to me. So, yeah. I'm just applying this to my eyes. I really do like this. It's just amazing. So I'm applying it to my top and bottom lashes. This always finishes off the look, the mascara. I will never ever go without wearing mascara. Like, even if I wasn't wearing much makeup, I will wear mascara. Just because, well, I would only wear one, and that would be the Colossal, the Maybelline one, because it's more natural than the other one is. So, yeah. That's really the finished eye makeup. It's really nice when you look down, so it's really good for those like kind of arty pictures. Then I'm gonna go in and move on to my face. Don't mind my hair. I know it's a little bit oily. However, with red hair, if you wash it too many times, it kind of comes out. So, yeah. Before I had red hair, I used to wash it 3 times a day. 3 times a day, 3 times a week. But now it's only twice, and so my hair's just a bit too oily. Moving on, random rambles about my hair. So by the way, I do use dry shampoo during those oily hair days. Moving on again, I'm using Dance in the Dark mixed with Saddle again, and just filling in my eyebrows. Then using a makeup brush just to. Sometimes I go a bit over the eyebrows and onto the skin, and it just looks horrible. So I just go in with a makeup wipe just to clear that off, and then I'm gonna move on to my face. However, usually I couldn't find this makeup products, but usually before I apply foundation, I use the Insta Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. However, I couldn't find it at the time of the video, but I would normally use that before and after I've applied the foundation. So I am using the True Match Super Blendable Foundation in Ivory, one of my favourite foundations. You see it in most. It's the only foundation that works for me. So I'm just applying this on my forehead, my chin, my side of my face, my nose, and up my just above my top lip, and also my forehead. I'm not entirely sure if I said that because the app crashed. Moving on, I am blending this out with my fingers. I did lose my makeup brush, my foundation brush, and it's also broken anyway, so I need to get a new one, and I will be doing that soon. So I'm just blending it out. I recommend not using your fingers to blend out the foundation. However, if you don't have a makeup brush, it is a great alternative to that. I might get a beauty blender thinking about it. That might be good. I'm going to the shops tomorrow, so I will get a new makeup brush. So I'm blending that out, and then I am just kind of doing that. So moving on from that made no sense whatsoever. I'm listening to music as well while I'm voice overing this video, so I kind of got a bit distracted. Anyways, moving on from that, I am then applying the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer underneath my eyes, blending it out. This is a really nice concealer, and also it's another one that I can only use because for some reason there's only two types of concealer and foundations that I can use. That one is the Barry M concealer, and the other foundation is a BB cream, which isn't even a foundation, however it's another face makeup product. Then I'm going in and using this Rimmel London bronzer in Sunlight. It's waterproof bronzing powder. I lost the lid for it, so I have no idea what it's called. So I'm applying this on my forehead, just toward the edges of the forehead, just to create a free shape, and then blending it up the side of my face and blending out the bronzer on the side of my face. So I'm basically contouring my cheekbones. Yes, it looks a bit weird using the MAC 163 brush to contour, the flat contour brush. So yeah, it works. Then I finished blending the contour bronzing powder out using my fingertips. It works brilliantly. So I'm very new at contouring and bronzing, so yeah. So then I'm moving on to this product I ordered off Beauty Bay, and I think you can only get this in America at the moment. This is the Milani Baked Blush. Ever since I joined YouTube, I've always wanted one of these, and I finally got it. I was so excited. It's in Luminoso. This is the one I wanted ever since I started watching Bethany Motor. Mac Barbie 07 it was originally, I can't remember, but however, this is the one I wanted. I was so excited about it. So I apply that to my cheeks. I love cool blushes as well. Then using the Ellie Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in What. I do find this is a very crumbly highlighter. It's very pigmented, however, but it crumbles really easily. You hit pan almost immediately after using it. It doesn't matter how hard you use it. It's very crumbly, very satin-like. So yeah, it's really good. However, you've got to be a bit careful with it. I didn't realise it was like that. And then if you break crack it a little bit, it then just crumbles after each use. So I definitely recommend using it very lightly and not how I used it. Anyway, moving on, I'm contouring my nose using the bronzing powder. I forgot to do that. Then I'm going in with the Jack Wheels lip crayon. And this, I don't know what shade it is. It just doesn't have one. However, it's a really nice tomato red and I absolutely love it. So I'm just applying this on my lips, and yeah, I wanted to go for a bright colour. Usually I'll just wear a matte pink lipstick, or kind of like a satin one, like Fanfare from MAC. However, I wanted to wear a bright lipstick. It's summer. Who cares? I'm going to wear bright lipstick, so I did. I wore a red lipstick. This one is more daytime as well. However, if you wanted to go out at night and wear this makeup look, the perfect night out lipstick would be a kind of a cool red, this is a warm red, so that's why it's more tomato. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.